allow me to see what it is that the collective needs to know. Same fear and protection against the wicked. Hey y'all, how you doing? I hope you're well. So before I go ahead and deliver this reading, I'm gonna go ahead and speak a word. But I hope you've been good. Hope you had a good weekend too. My spiritual sister, hey y'all, my spiritual sister and I, we were talking, and I was busy, but I was able to read what our messages were back and forth, and she called something to my attention. I want to be as transparent as possible. If you by chance bump into anyone with a very similar style as mine, I do not watch no one on YouTube. I want to put that out there. I don't I'm a seer, so I know what's going on with certain people. And I don't want that in my life because I am the head, the body, the spirit, and the waymaker for my family. And I would never put my family in harm's way by intertwining my spirit with someone who is toxic and chaotic. There is a lot of people on this platform that has grown to uh what's the word I'm looking for? Try to copy the way I carry myself and the way I deliver my messages. It's because of the type of soul family that I have spiritually, they want that. So they will try to pass off a lot of my personality as their own. The way I handle business with my kids, my husband, the way I talk, the verbiage I use, the way that I quote the Bible, it's noticeable. But I want you to understand one thing about me. I'm a leader, I'm not a follower. I'm a leader, I am not a follower. I do not follow nobody else's path. I am content with my life. I am too wise. I'm wise to know that wanting something that somebody else has come with a problem and a burden. And I don't want nobody's problems and I don't want nobody's burdens because I got my own. You understand? I know God and I understand timing and season. And the people who don't know God don't understand that. They're always trying to rob something from somebody else because they don't know who they are. Personality disorders. I'm not a person like that. So if you hear someone trying to requote me, uh, uh, repeat what I'm saying verbatim, copy things that I'm doing, and they do the same thing that I'm doing, know one thing for sure and two things for certain. Stop saying over there. I don't like speaking on this because it's so low vibrational, it don't make sense. But I have to defend myself against people who try to make it seem like I'm over there following them. You don't have the pot, the window, or the piss to throw out the window. I don't want that. Your life is out of order. You coming to me because my life is in order. And you're attracted to that because you don't have it and you want it. My cross was always heavier than everybody else's to carry. But people don't see that because I make it look good. Please know that your girl is too real to be out here running behind people and trying to copy their aesthetic or trying to be like them in any way, shape, or form. I'm too real for that. I got my own style. I have my own lingo. I am from the dirty South. I'm from the deep South of Louisiana. I don't know nobody on YouTube. These people come to my platform and become obsessed with my energy, and they become obsessed with trying to find flaw in me. It is so weird. It's so weird. You understand? I launched my business. I got one lady in competition with me with the way I run my business. I noticed that. I don't say nothing about it. On down to the name of my business. You feel me? That is weird. They got somebody else. I would share a lot about my eating habits. That lady was doing the same thing I'm doing, as reading cards and copycatting my whole reading. Like, not my reading, but the way that I handle myself, the foods that I eat, the way that, I handle my family. It's weird. Okay? It's really, really weird. When I go live, hey love, they beat my favorite people here to watch me just to see what I got going on. That's very strange. So that's the reason I don't go live so much, because these people be more. Meg said that one lady, I remember her, she's still here. These people be more invested in what I have going on in my life than they're invested in their life. And that's exactly what you're going to, when you watch that reading tonight, when it drops, I explain that about how the lady was so obsessed with my life and how she was so obsessed with what was going on with my husband, to where she started competing with me, like buying the same sort of clothing. Like, I'm always in active wear because I'm always working, doing her hair like me, going moving the house, getting the same type of floors I have in my house. I get a new car, she get a new car. Watching me on these fake accounts from God knows who, spam account she watching me from, but she watching me from these fake accounts. Hello, love. Um, you know what happened to her? God saw she wasn't happy with what he gave her. So he took it away from her. She lost her husband. Now you over there struggling. You was worrying about my husband and what was going on in my house. You lost yours. You lost yours because you couldn't keep yours together, so focused on mine. See, the Lord gives, but he also takes away. And God's people know timing and season. Now she don't have no husband. And now you over there fighting the bills by yourself. But what she didn't understand was, I too was a woman who didn't have a husband. I had a husband, I didn't have a partner. Whenever you are in a union, you need a partner because y'all got to pull together. You see what I'm saying? So for so long, I was the only one that was doing all the pulling. I was pulling all the weight. I had the heavier load. So whenever you see me winning, I deserve to win because I took so many losses at the hands of somebody else. And on top of me taking losses at the hands of other people, it took me longer because I was carrying dead weight. All she did was walked in my old shoe. She's walking in my old shoes right now. Because that's what happens whenever you're not appreciative of what you have. The Lord snatches it away from you. Now, he gives you problem and burden not to hurt you, but to teach you a lesson about gratitude. That should be your attitude, sister. Be grateful for the things that you have. She was so envious of my life and everything that I have. She wanted everything that I have so bad. So bad, sister. Key, she wanted it so bad. Till the Lord snatched what she had out of her life. What she had was a good husband. That man would get his check, get paid, and go hand her the whole check. Man, I ain't never had a man hand me his whole check after he get paid. You hear me? That's what she had. But that's not what she was satisfied with. She was worrying about what I had going on. Watching what my husband do for me. Watching how we get cute and we go places and enjoy time together. And how we take family photos. When she had someone in her house that was willing to do that. He wasn't interesting to her. She wasn't interested in that. She was more interested in what I had going on, y'all. And she ended up losing it. Now you ain't got it, sister. I bet you when you find it again, you're going to know how to handle it. You're not going to mishandle that blessing. You see, chasing behind somebody else's blessing, that's how you lose yours. A lot of people don't understand that, love. You see how I speak wisdom? You see how wise I am? That should tell you I will never go run behind somebody else and follow in another woman's shoe. I stay true to myself. What's for me is for me. Nobody gonna be able to take what's from me away from me. That's how I feel. I stay in my word. I pray these demons away. I got to pray them away to keep me from being condemned to hell like them. We're gonna go ahead and get the woman in your energy, love, to see what it is that we need to know about these people. Just know one thing for sure and two things for certain. There's a lot of people that imitate me. They can never duplicate me. Holy Spirit, holy ancestors, holy angels, please, I ask that you allow me to see the enemy. I ask that you allow me to see the intention of the enemy. Holy Spirit, holy ancestors, holy angels, please, I ask that the enemy be confused from this day forward. I ask that you remove the enemy however you see fit, whether you cast them in the abyss or you remove them by fire, and so it is. Holy Spirit, ancestors, holy angels, please surround the reader. Allow me to channel this reader. Overall energy, woman in the collective energy. Thank you. You see, the Justice card in the reverse. And the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Thank you, love. Period. Look, the Knight of Cups. Whoever this person is here with the Justice in the reverse and the Ten of Swords in the reverse, this is someone that's trying to turn around some sort of unfavorable karma that they're receiving. It's their time. I don't feel like they want to receive it, though. Nope. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, the Emperor to the Magician. So, yeah, they could be going through a divorce. Yeah, can't talk. That last reading, I couldn't talk. They could be going through a divorce right now, the King and the Queen of Swords. The Emperor. There could be someone's mother or father here that's manipulative as hell. All in the middle of the mess. So watch out for them. If that's not a mother or father, that's someone that they talk to do spell work. Someone here, they're not great at casting spells. What they do is they reader hop. So if one reader resonates with them, one reader might say something that they like to hear. Like, say that a reader is telling them, you're about to win $10,000. You're going to win $10,000 before the end of the year. Claim that. You're going to win $10,000. They like that, so they're going to listen to that. That might not be the truth. That might not be their message, but they're going to listen to that because they like that. You understand? So then they're going to go to the next reader. Oh, this karmic water sign is getting karma. They like that. So they're going to listen to that person. You feel me? They reader hop is what they do to try to see if you're receiving some sort of karma for something. For one, we can't get karma for something we ain't doing. That's right, sister. They don't want to hear that real stuff. We can't get karma for what we're not doing, love. So whoever the reader is, they're telling them that something here is going to turn around in their favor. Something is going to work in their favor. The woman in your energy. The Ace of Swords, but it's in the reverse to the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You see? Whatever they're telling this person is not true. It's a lie. Someone is definitely either going through a legal separation or they're going through some sort of divorce. But they're going through some sort of separation for the rascal stuff that they do. They're very rascal behind the scenes. You see? What's done in the dark always comes to the light. They're rascal and conniving. I even dropped the word on ugly people. When they ugly in their heart, y'all, they ugly in the face. God, please forgive me, but it's the truth. When a person got a nasty disposition about themselves, they just ugly in the face. They either look worn down with them goddamn skinny eyebrows like Haku, look like the devil. I was speaking with my sister the other day. I told my sister, I said, that girl that you work with, she evil. And my sister said, you could see it all in her eyebrows. When I tell you she has a lifelessness in the eye, because the eye is the window to the soul. She is just lifeless, y'all. I really wish I could show y'all these people. You're going to be able to see what I'm talking about. I'm not blowing hot smoke up your ass. That lady looked like the devil. I told my sister, I said, yeah, that little spirit is tearing her ass up, wearing her down too. I mean, the bags is so long under her eyes. On the truth, that air conditioner cut on. The bags is hanging under the eyes. I'm telling you, when the people are, when they ugly in that face, they are wicked. You better take that check to the bank and cash it. When somebody got a good spirit, a good person, that skin gonna glow. They gonna have a light about themselves. That's a good person. You gonna know it. When a person is just ugly inside, because people like to hide that well, it's like it's stuck on their face. It's just stuck on their face. Them skinny eyebrows, like them Haku eyebrows. You seen the little, what movie was that? It was a little cartoon movie. God damn it. Haku is what I'm seeing. Don't laugh. Please don't laugh. Look, I got to be honest with you. Oh yeah, them skinny eyebrows. Oh yes, ma'am. Damn it, what was Haku name? What? He was a genie? Haku. I think that was his name, from Aladdin. Hold on. Why am I seeing that? Haku. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to put this together, because I got to make this make sense for you. Yes, 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 yes. Woo. Girl, I just about start going off in tongues in this damn reading. Hold up. Aladdin. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold up. Look. Now, let me take you to Aladdin. These two people, they had a relationship. Look, I don't know what his name was, but see them skinny eyebrows? See that? And that's somebody's ancestor. Right. And the spirit guide, the monkey. So somebody have a pet. But this other person, them eyebrows is skinny on them. Jafar. There y'all go. All right, come on now with it. Help me. I ain't seen this in I don't know how long. My kid's grown. Help me, please. Oh, I'm sorry, Bree. Yeah. So this person could be envious of something that you have going on. Damn, I think it was Haku. I thought that was from Aladdin. Maybe not. It was from somewhere, but they had skinny, skinny eyebrows. There was like a genie. See, there we go. The animal is the spirit guide. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to this. Woman in the collective energy. What do they need to know about them? The world in the reverse. So something here isn't over. Are they trying to keep something from ending? The Three of Pentacles is this person working together with someone. Yep, the devil. To have control over this situation. What's up, bro? Two of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and the Strength in the outcome. What is it that the collective don't see coming about this person? The woman in their energy. Show me what the collective don't see coming. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. See, they identify themselves as somebody. What's up, my girl? They identify themselves as someone who is a witchy person. Someone who casts some sort of spell or can change the outcome to a situation. It's almost like whoever this person is, they want control. They want to be in control. They could be a fire sign. Don't have to be. They could be operating in fire energy, but the Queen of Wands in the reverse is a person who casts spells. And I pick up on somebody that's witchy or somebody that's just wicked in their spirit. Someone here has a bad, what is it called? They have a lot of mucus that builds up within inside of them. That's, you watch that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because if you're out here doing wrong stuff to people and you're sick as a dog, you need to go sit your sickly ass down somewhere, because the spirit world going to hand you your ass. Just point blank, period. You should be leaving people alone and go and find you something else to do with yourself. And stop trying to antagonize, provoke, and bother people. Just point blank, period. Some people, you can't play with them like that, because their spirit team, their ancestors, going to go to war. They're going to rage war in your life, especially if that ancestor was hell on earth whenever they were living. If they were living and they were hell whenever they were living, can you imagine them ascending and crossing over? Sometimes you might channel their energy. Like, you might be in the energy one day when you might say, "What you looking at?" You know, that's not even your character, but your ancestor who crossed over, they was always about that. And if they had a problem, they solved it. Show me this world in the reverse. See, the high priest. Like I said, secretly though, whatever it is that they're trying to do, they're working together with a spiritualist to do it, to change the dynamic of a situation. Let me explain something to you as well, whoever you are. Us spiritual people, we can guide you. If you come to me and you ask me for something, I'm going to guide you as the best way that I can. But at the end of the day, this is on you, love. This is your cross to carry. You still have to make the best decision possible. You have to make the decision for everybody that's standing behind you that cannot make choices, that cannot make decisions. You have to be the one that makes the decision. You got to do what's best for you always. Now, I am going to tell you now, if you do this, this is the consequences to that. Even though it hasn't happened yet, it can go like that. So know what you're getting yourself into before you do what you're doing. Know that. And if you are a person who you are spiteful, the Lord is going to deal with you in your emotions, because you don't know how to ground yourself. Whenever you get upset, you get frustrated, you start being spiteful towards people. Yeah. And that's where you block yourself. And that's where you're going to continue to be blocked until you learn how to handle situations better, because now you're an adult, so you should be moving like an adult. He who angers you controls you. Remember that. If a person can anger you, they can control you. You see how I stay in control over my emotions? At one point in time, before I got to where I am, and before I started doing the practice that I needed to do that worked best for me, I used to be ready to bounce off the wall, crash out, cuss you out, all type of other things. You see how well I'm grounded? I'm not doing all of that. I ain't got time to go back and forth with you no more. I'm not doing that. But I am going to speak to certain things. Just because I don't say anything doesn't mean that it's going unnoticed. I've been seeing it. But the people that know me know I don't follow behind nobody. I ain't even that type of person. I've never been a follower. And if I pour into you, I'm pouring into you genuinely, sister or brother. I don't want nothing from you. I don't need nothing from you. My cup run over. You could take that check to the bank and cash it. If you watching me on TikTok, I'm abundant. I'm very abundant and blessed. We blessed around here. We do right by people in real life. And that's why people, it's so hard for them to get out of our energy and leave us alone. When you're a good person and a person fuck up with you, they can't let you go. You understand, brother? They cannot let you go when you're a good person. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Because if a person did you dirty and they trash, why you going to go back and pick up your trash off the side of the road? You're not going to go back and pick up no trash. You're going to leave it there. So they can't be trash because you keep looking for them. They're not trash. You want them back. And they don't want you back. Say that. Please. And move on. That's where a lot of bitterness comes from. People can't move on. They feel rejected. They feel away, insecure. They don't feel good about themselves at the end of the day. Whoever this person is here, they cannot accept the fact that someone is rejecting them. But what they have done to a person for so long is starting to manifest in their life. And people don't believe this. You have so much animosity and hatred towards a person. The very things you hate about that person starts to manifest in your life. The things that you wish for those people start happening to you. Which is why you should stop watching people you don't like. Because there's no way you're not going to project onto them, love. You will. You can't help it because you don't like them. And I'm going to drop another gem. If you still over there watching them or digging in their business, they got control over you. Show me the High Priestess. See? The Ace of Pentacles. Now, they paying big money to have some spell work done. This is all this person here believes in, is going back and forth and do spell work. Whoever this woman is in your energy, because they can't handle rejection. So they have to do spell work to hold on to what they have. They don't believe that this is the divine. They believe that it's the hand of man that's breaking this up. That's what they believe. So they keep coming back harder. I know you're tired of it, but you got to stand strong. You got to stay strong. Yeah, you're tired of it because the Queen of Cups is someone that is heart is full. Heart is just full. Show me this Three of Pentacles. Who they working together with? See? Beware of someone trying to collaborate with other people to get them on board to like cause some sort of strife in your life. They like to collaborate with other people. They like to get other people along on this board with them. They have to. Yep. To take quick action, to create some sort of blockage for the Queen of Cups. And another thing, I got to say this because I got a couple of family members that like to watch me. I been knew y'all was here. Y'all don't go nowhere because y'all want to see. I'm going to tell you something, my people. The people that's going to dig a hole and try to shove you in the hole first going to be somebody that got the same blood as you. I promise you. Because they cannot stomach to see you progress past them. They just can't stomach it. Because they didn't counted you out, you see. They can't stomach you doing good. Let me drop a gem for y'all. Whenever you get off of my videos and you get off of my lives and all this other stuff, after you finish watching me and projecting on me, I want you to go find you a mirror and look in it. I want you to go look in the mirror. Just like I said, people who are wicked are ugly. Your whole face is changing, huh? Because the hatred that you have inside is working its way outward. Go look in the mirror. I want you to go look over there. And I know that's going to hurt you because you hate what you see in the mirror. You hate that. Understand? But the person who you see in the mirror is the person who is responsible for their happiness. That's you. So if coming here and watching me does not make you happy, why do you do it? If that's going to upset your nervous system, why do you do it? You're hustling backwards. That don't make sense. The truth makes sense. That makes no sense. Because if I don't care for somebody, I'm not going to look for you. I don't care what you got going on. I'm going to hear it through the grapevine what you got going on. And I will address accordingly. Because I don't want nobody tying me to nothing that ain't got nothing to do with me. And I don't follow nobody. Let's make that clear. And I don't collaborate with nobody. Let's make that extremely clear. I'm too wise. I done got my ass handed to me plenty of times in life. I don't want nothing that's on somebody else's plate. I handle my business. And I don't worry about what my neighbor doing. And that's why I'm successful and abundant. Because I don't try to take nothing from you. I'm not living like that. I will add to your plate before I take something off of it. I promise you that. This right here, they're going to take their ass and run quickly to create some sort of blockage and obstacle because they feel as though that trouble is coming. You understand? This is a person here that'll sit back and watch you and try to estimate what you have going on in your life. I'm going to drop another gem for you. Somebody gets a lot of readings done on one of you people on this live. They get a lot of readings done trying to read into your life. You're not reading into them people's life. You're reading into your own life, stupid ass. I'm sorry. God damn it, I started cussing. You're reading into your own life. It ain't happened yet. Mind your business. Y'all not gonna stop doing that bullshit until y'all gonna lose everything that y'all have. That's a prophetic word. You're gonna be flat in the pocket. You're not gonna have a dime. The Lord gonna take every dime out your pocket to where you can't go pay for spell work. You're gonna have to bend to your knees. You're gonna have to bow before him. You're reading your own energy. The reader is reading your energy. They're not reading the person energy. They're not. That's why it's not manifesting in that person's life. You keep spending all your money over there going get readings done and watching readings. It's not manifesting in their life because it's not their energy. It's yours. The roles can be reversed. People who don't socialize with a lot of people gonna know who's in their energy, okay? We know who in our energy. So it's easy for us to pinpoint. That's this person, that's that person, that's this person. I know who this is. I don't talk to nobody. Someone cross watches a lot for another person's zodiac sign. That person don't, when a person don't have no drama in their life, it don't come out in the reading. You understand? Because what is spirit to warn them about? They didn't cut everybody off. They just got the dog or the cat. That's all they got left. They ain't got nothing else left. Love you more, sister. Stay strong, all right? Hey, love. Whenever somebody digging in your energy, let me drop a dime for you. You start getting lazy. When you start getting lazy, you know you need to cleanse, especially if you don't have a lazy spirit. Especially if you're not a person with a lazy spirit, you need to get your ass up and cleanse. Somebody trying to play in your energy. Especially if you can't keep your eyes open. If it's like hard for you to keep your eyes open, that's somebody pulling on your energy. I'm gonna drop another dime for you. Every time I post a picture or I drop a short, my left eye get to jumping. That's how I know somebody subscribed to my channel from like a fake page. And every time they see me post, they get green with envy. I'm protected over here. Don't hurt you trying to hurt me. That's how you know. My left eye get to jumping real bad. Like somebody just start talking about me bad, just out the blue. For what? I'm all the way out the way. When I tell you that I don't socialize with nobody, on the truth, my air conditioner cut on. And I go to war with the whole family. I go to war with my whole family. Because you're going to treat me with respect and you're not going to play in my face. And if you don't like me, stay away from me. Just stay away from me. That's a provoking spirit. Why would you want to provoke somebody to do you something? Go on about your business. Go live your life. That's why your life is falling apart. Because you don't know how to leave well enough alone. Like I said about the married lady. Somebody here is definitely married. The married lady worried about my life so much, he snatched that good husband out of her life. That good husband put the money on the counter. You hear me? Whole check. Give it to her. Here. Pay all the bills. Good husband. Don't argue. Don't go to the club. You want to go somewhere and go have brunch with your friends? I'll keep the kids. Man was babysitting the kids. Man was babysitting the kids. You hear me? So she can go out. I ain't ever had no man go sit there and babysit no kids, so I go out. Because the first thing the man think is, you looking too good, so you going to pull something out there? Nah, I ain't watching no kids. That man was secure within himself. He didn't think like that because he didn't have a guilty conscience. He didn't have a guilty conscience, y'all. A really good man. A really nice man. I can't say nothing bad about that man. But that lady didn't want that. What she wanted was what I had in my household with my husband. She didn't want what she had. God had blessed her. That's a blessing. You had kids, your mama babysit your kids. I ain't have nobody to babysit my kids. My mama would keep my kids for me, y'all, so that I can go to work. But after I get off from work, I got to go back there and get my kids. That's my responsibility. I ain't have no help like that. My kids and I are so close because they spend a lot of their time with me. The only time I was away from them was whenever I was at work. Yeah, sometimes I got out and I would have fun with my friends, but that was very rare. When you're not able to get out because you have responsibilities, you adapt to that type of environment. It's cool for you to be home and locked away from everybody because you've been doing it for so long, you had kids to mind. Moral to the story is the lady really had a good life. She was blessed, but she didn't want that. Everything that glitters ain't gold. Some people look good, hold it together well, have a lot going for them because they have to push harder than others because they don't have no help. The mindset is if you don't work, you don't eat. You see what I'm saying? That's the mindset. When you ain't got no kids at home, ma'am, you should be, shit, I don't know, you should have your couple acres of land or something. Because you could ride the clock till you can't ride it no more, ma'am. I don't know why you worrying about these nice folks. If you ain't got nothing, if you don't have no responsibility with no kids, you don't need to be worrying about nobody else but bettering yourself. I don't understand it. That's something I will never understand. That lady had a good man, Jane. That man went crazy. That man wouldn't even raise his voice. She was over there putting her hands on that man, provoking that man. She has a Jezebel spirit. Want control. want to be able to control the man. My grandfather had to have his leg amputated. You know, he was in the nursing home, and he told us, he was like, well, y'all cash my check and y'all come bring me some money to put in my pocket. So we were like, Papa, what you need money to put in your pocket for? He said, what you mean? He said, I'm a man. A man is supposed to always have money in his pocket. My grandpa worked his whole life. He said, I'm a man. And just because of my situation, that don't make me less than a man. So I need to have some money in my wallet. That made him feel good. But that also opened my eyes. That opened my eyes. It really did. It told me his priorities was always in the right place because he was a provider. And he always provided. This person here could be flat broke. They don't care if they flat broke, paying for spell work to interfere with your life. They're going to definitely be flat broke. I'm going to tell you that now. Show me this devil. Oh, this is unbelievable. The King of Pentacles. Whoever this person is here, they could be married, don't have to be. They could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. They're older though. Yeah, they are married, like I said. And their focus is what you guys have going on. This could be like one of those people that they collaborate with. So it's 3 people here. So it's the person that does the work and the person that does the work, the person that don't like y'all, and a friend. You see? And the thing about the person that don't like y'all over here, the witchy person, they trying to hold on to this person here. They got somebody else that they're dealing with. Now, that weekend energy reading, there was 2 people. I said, who is these 2 skeezers? They talk, but they both going through the same situation. Both of them going through the same situation. And they both deal with the spirit of insecurity. They're very insecure. I preach a lot about, the word and staying in your word, because that's the way you defeat a demon. And one thing for sure and 2 things for certain, I understood whenever I started touching these tarot cards that I was going to be under demonic attack. So I need to know my word. I needed to know how to fight against the spirit. I understood that, which is why I teach that to people. Because when the war is in the spirit, you got to fight against that. You could do spiritual work. That's just, a little glitter on top. But the war is in the spirit. Because again, whenever you have a demon assigned to you, they're going to be that monitoring spirit. They cannot leave your space. But I'm going to tell you something. Knowing your word and speaking your word is going to run that demon off. They're not going to be able to come. And if they come, they're not going to be able to stay long. That Jezebel spirit, they're not going to be able to stay long. The spirit of the whoremongler, not going to be able to stay long. They not. No. Because they're not going to want to hear what you have to say. Even though it's the truth hurts. You see what I'm saying? So they're not going to sit amongst people like me, wise people. They're going to go and they're going to gallivant over there with the fool. Because they got something in common with them. Hey, love. They don't have nothing in common with me. And a person like this will then try to gaslight you and say you have a God complex. Listen to me now. Because they're not where you are. Nah, you just a whore. You have the Jezebel spirit. You're always hopping on something. And that's why you're itching. That's why. Because somebody is itching. Sister, you're gaining too much weight. Pay attention to that. It's off. Something that's off. Yeah. Wise people are going to save your life. Wise people are going to save you. Hang around the wise. The people that enables your behavior, your fucked up behavior, you need to get away from them. Get far away from them. Because if they cared about you, they wouldn't enable your behavior. They would tell you about yourself. And I don't care if you get mad or not, to be quite honest, which is the truth. Somebody need to tell you the truth, and I'm not no yes man. So I guess I got to tell you the truth and just watch you get all kind of mad and wool gather. And you get a little too spicy at the mouth, I'm going to block you. Then I'm going to change my number. Now you fucked. Now you got to go over there, either sink or swim. Because you can't call me no more. You see, these people gonna hang around one another, love, because they got the same thing in common. You understand? They both deal with the same thing. They not gonna like you because your life has order. A person that don't have no order to their life do not like other people who have order to theirs, because now you look like you're better than them. You understand? And no, if you say that you're doing the things that I'm doing, it's gonna show. Let's say you say, I've been reading my word and I have this, that, and the third going. If you've been reading your word and you got this, that, and the third going, you're going to have peace. Because I ain't never picked up a Bible, not one time, and read a scripture out that Bible and did not have peace. I don't give a damn what you got going on. Child, outside, y'all could run over one another with y'all car. I don't even care. I'm not even going to the window to see. I'm so at peace right now. I'm about as peaceful as I am when I'm on my ashwagandha. Just point blank, period. You're going to have peace, is what I'm trying to say. So you see how sometimes people will try to gaslight you to get close to you. But if you're discerning and you use your discernment, because you judge them from the fruit, I judge you from how you are presenting yourself to me, your character. I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Because if we doing the same thing and it's working for me, but it's not working for you, oh no, something not right. Just something just not right, ma'am. I've been in this body a long time now. You're not going to be able to tell me no any old thing. And again, you see how wise I am? You see how wise I speak? I would never follow behind nobody else that's not wise. I'm not stable because I'm stupid. I'm stable because I'm wise. I make wise investments. I invest my time wisely. I pull away when I need to pull away. And I get on my knees when I need to get on my knees. Know your word, love. That's how you're going to defeat this person. You're going to have to know your word. Show me the King of Pentacles. You see? The Four of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this back here. Whoever the earth energy is, they try to hold back. But with the Seven of Cups here, they're a little confused themselves. Or they keep confusion around them. You see? The moon. They keep an illusion around them. But look at here. You see that Five of Cups? Behind all of that confusion and illusion, that's a sad person. Low vibrational people, people that do low vibrating things, are really sad people. People who are grieving. When you realize that, love, you're going to stay away from people who are low vibrational. You're going to stay away from people who always got their face fixed. Like somebody took some poo-poo and wiped it across their face. You're going to stay away from them type of people. They don't got nothing to offer. Nothing. These here is male-centered women. Very bad. Very, very bad. Very bad male-centered women. And oh yes, I see a face with skinny eyebrows. I see that lady that my sister showed me. I wish she was here. We were just talking about that. I said that lady is wicked in her spirit. And I knew she was wicked. And listen, one of the ladies that work with them, the lady is an older lady. She never had no kids. You know, when people don't have kids, kids help you grow up. They mature you. Because like I said, you have to think for them and you have to think for you. You understand? You have to problem solve. And you're going to problem solve for the rest of your life. So, because you have to think for somebody else, you're going to be wise. You're not going to be so childish. The lady that worked with them, she was a little childlike in the mind. And that lady with that wicked spirit used to provoke that lady so bad, y'all. That lady was like maybe 50 something, almost 60, old enough to be old girl mama, girl like 40 years old. Why are you bracing up to that lady to hit that lady? You going to hell with gasoline draws. But of course you don't care because you dark as hell. You got a black spirit. People that's always mad, always mad. You better watch out for that. You're going to have cardiovascular issues, blocked heart chakra, trapped emotions, a knot in your chest. That ain't nothing to play with. Release that. Learn to leave people space and be at peace walking away from them. If you cannot be at peace walking away from them, you need to ask the Lord to please help you release this person so that I can get away from this person and be at peace. I don't want to be angry with them no more. Help me to release them. Hey, love. Watch out for them. They're gonna run back and go do spell work. Somebody work at like a something with the medical field. So they do they spell work like on the weekend. Whoever do readings, they do like readings over the phone for this person. Somebody has that divination abuse going on. I also feel like somebody can be a reader and they like to pull cards on other readers. Be careful with that. Because why would you, if you are a person that's high vibrational, why would you go pull cards on a person that's low vibrational? Again, hustling backwards. That don't make sense. I don't want none of your energy over here. No. So why would I play in your energy? I don't want your energy. Someone does that. Thank you. See, the moon. And someone plays around the moon cycle a lot. They cast a lot. They could be into trying to send do return to senders, but again, what you returning? You're only returning your own bad energy to yourself. Because the person that's not paying you no mind, the person that's not over there trying to project onto you or send you no ill will because they're not thinking about you, it's not going back to them, love. It's going right back to you. You are the bad energy. Yeah. So understand spirituality before you start trying to cast spells on people. Thank you. Because they don't learn, sister. You got to understand spirituality before you start casting spells. You have to. It's definitely two people here. Two women. But I feel like they talk. Or somebody talked to this one but may not talk to that one. One of them is like really, really sneaky. Really sneaky. Someone drives a Mercedes Benz. What they call them things? GL somethings. GL something something. Mercedes Benz. Because I see the butt of it. Someone here, you spend a lot of your time online, like reader hopping. You spend a lot of your time reader hopping. Every reader reads differently, okay? So whenever you go spend your time reader hopping from this person to that person, you're not going to get the same message. The only thing you're going to get is confused. Don't confuse yourself. Try to stay close to somebody who resonates with you the most or someone who has a pure spirit. They're going to tell you the truth versus what you want to hear, because you don't need to be told what you want to hear. You need to progress. You need to be better. You need someone that's going to tell you the truth, love. Before you watch another reading, I want you to pull all the way back. Take a break from watching readings. Take a break, okay? Take a week break. cleanse your energy, get your head right. You know, just don't watch no tarot readings. Just get your head right. Yep. See? Because you're going to need to get your head right. You're going to need to have your mind right. Then come back. Because you watch them too much. You watch them a lot. Like you watch readings a lot. So it's no way that you are receiving a message. Yeah, it's no way you're receiving a message that's for you because you hop too many people. And everybody reads differently, love. You have to be mindful that us readers, we are normal people just like everybody else. And we have things go on in our personal life. I'm just more vocal about mine because I didn't heal from that. I learned from all of that. Some people don't like to speak their truth and tell their story. I tell my story. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, ain't nobody going to be able to try to box me in and say, I could tell such and such, such and such. Nah, bitch, nah, you can't, because I could tell my own story. One thing about me, I don't have no mystery in my history. I don't have none. I tell it out my own mouth. And then I bring my people in to make my people stamp it. I promise you. So nobody can back me up against the wall about nothing I did in my life. I tell my own story. I tell it myself. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not. I'm wise because of what I've been through. Be discerning. People do be out here hurting people. Don't let folk lie to you. Sometimes it be the people that be sitting at your kitchen table want everything you got. Then will go around and tell a vicious lie on you to make everybody turn their back on you just because they rather see you hurting than see you thriving. You will be risen up above these people. There's going to come a time that they're going to be placed at your footstool. They're going to have to come to you and ask you for help. Because they're going to need your help. Pull back, please. Don't watch so many readings. Don't confuse yourself. Some of these people have Jezebel spirits on here. They sleep around a lot. They intertwine too many spirits. They sleep with too many people. Look, they're all the people they slept with. Can you imagine how many people they slept with? Or how many people they talking to? Can you imagine? Now, you got this person you're talking to, because you talk to them whenever you feel like talking to them. This the one you're cutting on because they got some good jug. This the one over here they give you money. And this the one over here you see yourself being with as your potential husband. Now, you not committed to none of these. So these people going to run around and still have their way out here in the universe. So let's say each one of these people talk to 3 people. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 12 people. That's 12 people. So you got all this different energy. Whenever one of these motherfucking people come into your energetic field, you talk to them, you got 3 there. Now, you didn't stop talking to them. Now you're talking to this person. Now they got 3. That's 6. You don't know which one of these people got somebody that they're dealing with that's into spirituality. You don't know. Some of these men will go to sleep at these women's house. These women be getting in their phone. It's just that simple. The woman get in your phone. You got the same contract with the woman. The woman have access to the phone bill. She looking at the phone bill, the numbers that you calling, sir. The number that you call the most, she gonna call that motherfucker back from a text plus number. Now she playing on the phone of the lady. Now she about to stalk the lady to find out all the information about her. Now the lady in the blind as to who the hell is playing on the phone or if the woman even know anything about her. The woman know about you, ma'am. And the lady over there doing what she need to do. I remember pulling up to my spiritual friend business, and a person who I know for a fact is married was over there with his mistress. God, no, I'm not lying. Right here into the Bible. I wish I had a Bible here. He was over there with the mistress. Now, you telling the mistress that your wife is into spell work. So you're taking the mistress over there to go protect y'all. But you're also telling your spouse that the spell work that they receiving is coming from somebody who they at odds with. You see how these people be playing all types of games? Man, you better stay strapped out here. Stay out your emotions too. Two of Pentacles. Don't get too emotional. I wish I could make that shit up. I can't make it up. You see what I'm saying, Bree? Spirituality is dangerous. These people really be out here playing with other people's lives, like trying to cause people to have problems in their life because they hate themselves. Oh no. Don't be scared of nobody. Be aware. Because if you have kids, you can't have these type of people around your children because them spirits jump. When they can't get to you, who you think they getting to? They getting to the child. So be aware, okay, love? You have every right to tell everybody, no, I don't want no company. I don't do no company to my house. Hey, love, I don't do no company in my house. You have every right to tell people, no, please don't touch me. Just please don't touch me. You have every right to say that. You have every right to tell people, okay, look, I'm going to meet you here. When they start looking at, well, what's wrong? You come to such and such. No, 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 no. We're not doing all of that. Because first things first, I'm going to start, my antenna's going to go up. Because why is you trying to get to my house so bad? What you want to see over here? Because now you got me looking at you sideways. I don't trust you. Someone could have a Leo in their life. I'm going to tell you something else about the person over here that's digging a hole for you. The person over here that's digging a hole for you, the person who they confide in, the friend, they don't even like them like that. They don't even like them like that. They look at them sideways. But you see how whenever you do evil to people, it come back on you in ways that you can't imagine. Sister, I kid you not. Listen, I was over there to my spiritual friends, and I'm so connected around here, it don't make no sense. The lady walked up to me and said, I wonder what would happen if so and so pull up here. I said, I don't give a damn. Child, look, I'm getting what I got to get and I'm getting out of here. I don't give a damn what happened. Child, look, that's on them. I don't have nothing to do with none of this. You see how that game is dangerous? Two of Pentacles. Show me the woman. Look, the Nine of Wands. This person back here that's in the fire energy, they juggling. They having a hard time maintaining stability. Someone could be listening to chants. They chant a lot, or they listen to some sort of chant to like try to change the dynamic of their situation. Show me the Nine of Wands. The Temperance, yeah, you see? They're trying to bring a situation back into balance. But with the Eight of Swords here, it's stressing them. They're all in their head. About this third party, the Sun, the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Two of Swords. Show me the Justice in the reverse. Show me the Justice in the reverse. Well, thank you. Look, I asked for the justice in the reverse. The page of swords, three of swords, and the moon. Whoever this person is, stalking and watching. See, they don't believe that what's happening in their life is spiritual. They believe that it's at the hand of man, the reason why they're going through what they're going through. You see, confirmation. They feel like it's at the hand of man with the magician card here. And now they're going to go kiss somebody behind because of what they did possibly online or what they didn't saw. I really feel like somebody, you got an op that watches me. Your op watches me to try to find out information about you or find out information about what's going on with you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Confirmation. What's this? Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Seven of Pentacles. What's this? Seven of Pentacles? The Judgment. You see, that's the whole reason why they're watching. Because whatever work they put in, they're expecting to see a turnaround on their investment. You see? Because they paid somebody for some sort of service to be done. Hello. Yep. They did. Do I believe that this person is versed in doing something themselves? No. Do I believe that they try to hide what they're doing? Yes. Do I believe that this person is working on doing like return to senders? Again, you can't return something to someone that didn't send something to you. You're hustling backwards. Show me the King of Pentacles. Show me them. King of Pentacles, please, Holy Spirit. King of Pentacles. The King of Swords. What they upset for? Thank you. The Five of Swords. They have a jealous spirit. And they play mind games, manipulative too. And if this is a person over here that is married, have some sort of commitment, then they dealing with a person that's a Knight of Wands. They're non-committal. They don't commit, you see? And they could be upset with them because they always pass their wand around. They are paying someone to do spell work. For someone, the person that they paying to do spell work is a woman. Show me what the moon is. What they doing over there. What's this moon? The Page of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. What's the news they waiting on? Thank you. The Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords to the Four of Swords. So someone here is waiting on some sort of news that something ended. Why must these people play around someone's household? Why do they play around people's homes like that to try to cause them some sort of problem inside of their home? Someone trying to cause a person problem in the home. There's a person that don't wear no bra. I don't know who it is. You damn, ma'am, please put a bra on. You damn near walking on your titties, and it's disgusting. Holy Spirit ancestors, hold on. Who is that? Do not wear no bra. Nasty. Come on now. I'm so sorry. I got to say it. You know I ain't gonna never hold my tongue, child. And then coming over here, trying to sneak in here and sneak a little look. It looks so cheap and funky. It don't make sense. Baby, I don't know who was in that Pisces reading. When I tell you they were so musty, I pulled the spray. I said, ooh, we just funky. Musty, 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 musty. Like they pistol whipped somebody for 40 hours. God, that don't make no sense. I feel like my mama, you need to use the old purple lady stick deodorant. The purple kind. They'll leave the white stuff under your arm, the white residue, because that don't make no sense. But yeah, somebody have heavy breasts. They heavy breasts, but they don't like a bra. Probably because it costs a lot to buy one. Okay, that makes sense. Whoever the lady is over here, they deal with the spirit of gluttony. They sit and eat a lot. Yeah, no, they need the cheap stuff. The one from the dollar store or Walmart, the lady stick is purple. It lasts long. That's what they need. Tussie is old school. Now, if you got to put Tussie on, you might need to go make you a doctor appointment. That's old school right there. The lady is going to try to confuse y'all, okay? Whoever this part right here going to resonate with. They're going to try to be confusing with their energy. So when a person tries to confuse you with their energy, let's say the sun sign is in fire. They may start trying to act like a water sign. You feel me? Like shapeshift. You know what I'm talking about? Like say water signs or girl said clog your underarm. Please, I'm not even looking in the chat because y'all crazy. Let's say that you are a water sign, and you know how water signs could be nurturing. This person will try to switch it up and be nurturing to try to make it seem like they are not operating in fire energy in the reverse, manipulative energy in the reverse. They're going to try to shapeshift. You feel me? So that whenever they fall out in the reading, that they fall out as another zodiac sign to where so in the reading, say you a water sign, all right? They're a fire sign. They're going to try to act more like the water element than the fire element to confuse people as to who is who. So you might be thinking that the water element is you, but in all honesty, is this person trying to act in the water element? Shapeshift. I hope that makes sense. This is why tarot gets a bad name, because people are manipulative as hell. Who would think about doing that, right? A criminal. Somebody with a criminal mind. Somebody that ain't got nothing else better to do with their self-love. All they have is time on their hand. An idle mind is the devil's playground. So whoever is idle, they always busy thinking about mischief. Right. D, you need somebody that can actually see the intention of the person. Show me this Queen of Wands in the reverse. I want to see them. I want to see their intention. What is their intentions towards them? What is their intentions? See, the Ace of Pentacles. What's the Ace of Pentacles? The 6 of you online. You getting paid for something, for doing something. You might do what I do, but they're trying to hold you back. They don't want you to be successful at it. So whoever this person is, they may have a competitive nature. I told you, digging a hole for somebody, you're going to fall in that hole. Because look, if God says yes, man can't say no. You see that justice is in the upright? You see that Nine of Cups? It's already set in stone. It's written in the scripture for somebody to do something. They have been handpicked, chosen, and called to do it. And they will do whatever it is that the Lord says they need to do, that they have to carry out. Some people do this for attention. They do this for money. Some people are really called to do this, to really speak into people's life. And the crazy part about it is the Lord is going to make it really difficult for you to find the person that you need, so that you're not confused when you meet them. You're going to know exactly who they are to you and what their purpose is in your life. Because if everybody reading cards and telling you everything that you want to hear, somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. Just point blank, period. Because it don't go like that. This is what you need to know. What you need to know, what you need to watch out for. The people who knows how to apply energy, you're going to always be 10 steps ahead of the game, my love. You're going to always be. It's going to be hard to knock you off. You see how I'm doing this reading here? If you're on Facebook, for a lot of you it's Facebook. For others it's Instagram. Some is TikTok. Watch out for like spam accounts. These people are getting ready to get clever. They're going to start making spam accounts. If you're a woman, the picture is going to be of a man, because they're going to want you to accept the man, because they're not going to be able to have you to accept a random woman. You see what I'm saying? If you're a man, they're going to send you like a friend request as a man, because you ain't going to be skeptical about a woman, you know. But a dude, you might be like, oh, who is this? You know, maybe he might know me from somewhere. Nah, love. That's these people here trying to find out what you have going on. Because the best way that a person can find out your business is by what you posting. So a lot of people try to pinpoint your life by what they see you post. All right, I wanna bring this talking point to y'all attention. Y'all know the famous twins, those two girls. Shit, I'm on the phone that TikTok is on. Damn it. The famous twins. And they went to a spiritual lady, and the spiritual lady told them that somebody had something on them. And the girl was like, hey, love. And one of the girls was like, that shit is real. I don't care what nobody say. Spell work is real. And people be putting stuff on people. And those girls look completely like shocked, like something was just off. But when somebody is putting something on you, it will definitely throw you for a loop. You will change. You will not be the same. You will look at things. You're going to look at things differently. You're going to be more alert. You're going to be more cautious. You're going to be wiser in the ways that you move. Okay? And the only people that's not going to try to enlighten you about people doing spiritual work on you is people who do spiritual work on other people to hurt them. That's the only ones that's not really trying to help people. It's the ones that be out here doing the spiritual work to hurt them. When you get some time, go on TikTok. Their name is the Famous Twins. And they look so shocked in that hoodoo shop that they went into. They were scared, but one of the twins was like, I told her, like my mama told me to pour some holy water in the tub. No, baby, that holy water ain't uncross you. You got to be uncrossed. You got to be uncrossed. That holy water didn't do it. The holy water is the seal. You got to put in the work. Then you come back and you seal it with the holy water. So that didn't do no uncrossing for you. That didn't uncross you, love. You could tell that she was what she was experiencing was real, and she was scared. Cause I know people that's scary is in the eye. The eye get weak. When a person is scared, that they have weak eyes. The girl eyes was weak. So she's scared. Like she's scared. You could tell she's scared. On the truth, my air conditioner cut on. Don't fear, baby. There's nothing to be afraid of. Understand that God has given you authority over all things. Understand that. When I speak with authority. Ain't no witchcraft or no witch in hell will be able to put their mouth to me to condemn me. They will fall before me. Learn to speak with authority. Show me the Ten of Wands. See? The Hangman. See, whoever this is back here, the goal is to keep you stagnant in something in your life. Keep you from being successful. And it's because they're stagnant. Time is being wasted. You see that clock? Somebody here is wasting time. But they have not realized that because they haven't been enlightened. Father in heaven. And you see? I told you. The Five of Cups to the Ace of Wands. This person here wants a new beginning with someone, but they feel as though you stand in the way of their new beginning with a person. They don't understand that this is a spiritual block. See? Amen, sister. Think one of them ladies over there put them roots on them. And the crazy part about it is that lady, them little ladies, they got put somebody in their family put that on them. Blood ties. That's why I'm telling you, when you start progressing and you start being good at things and the world start to know your name, people from your family gonna hate that because they counted you out. They not gonna like that. And they're gonna try to take you down because they feel like they ain't do shit positive in their life, and what makes you better than them? You see what I'm saying? So not only do you have to watch out for the wackos who the men or the women bring into your life, but you also got to watch out for people who share your same blood. You got to watch out for them because they know how to hurt you. You see, your enemies don't know how to hurt you like that because they're not close to you. They don't know the things that you love. They don't know the people that you love like that unless you say it. And most people don't say what they feel. And most people don't say who they love. They keep their business to themselves. But you see, a family member, they're going to be able to go sit and talk to somebody in the family and get the drop on you. But I promise you, they ain't going to never tell that person in the family that you and them don't talk. They going to act like they still love you, they miss you, they haven't seen you in I don't know how long, just to get all the tea. Just for one of your family members who don't know what's going on to say, yeah, I seen so-and-so the other day. They came by the other day. They got a whole new car. They got a new house. They doing well. They just got married, just had a baby. Now you done told the enemy what this person got going on. Now this enemy go and pray against it. If not, do roots on it. Learn to keep your mouth shut. Understand something, love. If they fool with the person that they asking you about, they not gonna ask you nothing about that person. They either gonna know what that person have going on, or they gonna go over there and they gonna ask them. But in order for them to come to you and ask you, is because the person who they asking you about don't fuck with them. So your antennas need to go up and say, oh, all is well. They doing well. Last time I seen them, they was doing good. And leave them at that and change the subject. That's how you handle that right there, my people. Everybody is well. They doing good. Oh, really? Yep. When they get to start trying to pull out more information, you know what? I gotta go, okay? It was good seeing you. Take care. Leave them just like that. Because I don't discuss other people's business. If you want to know what's going on with them people, you go ask them. Don't come asking me. You're not going to triangulate me and nobody mess and drama. I don't do that. Avoid confusion. Some people carry the spirit of confusion. They try to tear through your house, tear through your relationships, tear through the relationships that you build with people because they be jealous of those relationships and those type of bonds. Some people that you meet on your journey going to have a better interest for you than people that you've been knowing your whole life. I promise you. The people that you're going to meet on your journey might sow a seed into your life, or they may be willing to give you something that's going to help you The people that you've been knowing your whole life is going to sit there and watch you struggle. And then go talk about you. All from a glass house, though. Because theirs is not perfect neither. For somebody here, this is family. For somebody else here, this is like a hater and a person that is either a friend or someone you stop talking to. They're here. You know how whenever you stop talking to a person and like that person go collaborate with another person that don't talk to you, and the only thing that they got in common is you? That. But you see, one of these people, you're doing something because they're watching it. And they can either see that you're successful, because the Six of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles give me somebody that's successful. Someone is doing something and they're good at it, they're successful. Whoever the Queen of Wands is in the reverse, this is a person that is competitive. They're in competitive energy. They want to compete against someone that seems unbothered, that's paying them dust. Look, this person here paying them dust. Show me the strength and outcome. The Three of Swords to the death. Now, this here ain't no good energy. I ain't even gonna hold you. The strength, the Three of Swords, and the death is definitely not good energy. Someone here gonna need to make them a doctor's appointment. They're gonna have to go check themselves. They may need an x-ray or something. Bless you, sister. I wish you the best. I know that's right, Patricia. Show me the Three of Swords. Show me this Three of Swords. Thank you. The Justice. You see? What they feel as though that they can change is going to come back and bite them in the ass again. You see? The strength. That's a spiritual block. They have to go through it. The beginning of this reading, I told you the story about the lady. The lady that wanted everything that I had. She didn't say that. She acted like she hated me. She acted like she hated me. She acted like she couldn't stand my guts. But everything I would do, she would go back and do it. Or she'd go back and get everything that I had. And she thought that she was playing some sort of game until one day Mad Day came. And the truth came out. And then once the truth came out, look how spirit worked. The person that went out her, when that person went to out her, the way that they went to out her, they did it in front of the husband. So when they did it in front of the husband said, "What?" The person who was doing it, the girl, she ended up shoving the husband out the way, slamming the door. Well, whenever you do something like that, love, you basically just told on yourself. You might as well should have just let the man finish saying what he had to say. Let the other lady say what the hell she had to say. Because by you using force and putting your hand on your person to keep some information from coming out, just basically told your person you was guilty. And that was the straw that broke the camel back, because it made the husband wake up. The illusion was shattered. You see how spirit made the person expose themselves? That lady exposed herself. Because what's done in the dark comes to the light. You couldn't hide that. And she ended up taking a loss. In the end, ultimately, she lost. Where she is now is where I was in the younger half of my life. And on the truth, my phone rang. Where she was now, I was there before. In the younger half of my life, I used to have to take care of my kids, my household, everything by myself. I didn't have no help. It was hard, but it was okay because it taught me discipline. It made me the woman that I am today. It made me someone who makes good choices, very resilient and discerning. It made me that way because of what I went through when I was younger and being afraid to go without, just living in fear of poverty made me an animal, made me a workhorse, made me someone that was going out there, get it and come back with it. You might outfuck me, love, because I ain't in the streets and I ain't going hop dicks. Excuse my language. But you damn sure not going to outwork me. You're not going to outwork me. I'm always busy. I always got my hand in something because I understand when you're not busy that, yes, the idle mind is the devil's playground. You're going to get idle. You're going to start doing wicked shit to people and you're going to put yourself in the hole you ain't going to be able to dig out of. That's why I stay busy. I don't worry about what's going on around me, which is why you don't see me addressing things as I should, because I see a lot of copycat. I see a lot of me in a lot of people, but I don't say nothing. I don't say anything. I hold it. But that lady is where I used to be. And it's hard for her. It's weighing her down. But she wasn't satisfied with what she had. Now, spiritually, she getting ready to go through what I went through. Now she's going to be able to understand who I am as a woman because she getting ready to experience what I experienced in my life. And that is the way that the divine humbles you. Now she going to be humble. I bet you she going to focus on what's on her plate the next time love visits her again, because that was a good man she had and she ran him off. Ran him off. Everything that glitters ain't gold in people's life. They may have a bond, but they fight a lot of demons behind the scene. You could have a great bond with your person, y'all. Great bond. But 9 times out of 10, you got the person side of the family don't like you. Then you got your side of the family don't like your person. So y'all can't really lean on neither side of y'all family. Y'all only just got y'allself. So you ain't got no choice but to be close with your person. You ain't got no choice. Because y'all all y'all got. One hand got to scratch the other hand back. Because the other people is too much confusion and conflict. You see what I'm saying? But whenever you have someone who's understanding, you have a partner, someone that's willing to work with you and invest with you, you are blessed. Some people are blessed way more than they can imagine. Someone here, you have a family member, maybe it's your kid's mother, grandmother, grandfather. They're good with your children or they're good with your child. You're blessed, sister. You're blessed. I didn't have that. Yeah. Count your blessings, okay? Count them. Like having help with your kids is a blessing. I really didn't have it. I didn't have that, sister. So that made me really a horse. Like I had to provide. That's the reason why I didn't want no more children, because children are beautiful, they're precious, but you have to sacrifice so much. And with all of this right here, it'll be hard. Within the next 2 weeks, someone's going to break down and cry. I see you crying on your bed. Life is going to start to lifen. I want you to get up, go take your spiritual bath, wrap your head, burn you some incense, burn you some sage or some Palo Santo. Get in your bathtub or get in your shower. Let the water run off of you. Get out the shower. Anoint your head with oil. Your cup will run over. And then go to bed. Someone that watches me over here, they have a manipulative spirit on the truth. The back gate open. Very bad manipulative spirit. And the spirit of jealousy surrounds this person. You got the evil eye for me. I can see that. Lord, may you humble her the way that I have been humbled in my life. No, don't cry, sister. Hang in there, okay? You have a heavy plate. You see how heavy your plate is? Your plate is full. But I bet you got somebody over there that's jealous over what you got going on. Don't know that your cross to carry is heavy. You have a heavy cross to carry. Heavy. But there's a reason why the Lord is bringing you to that point. This season, you are meant to learn, Jane. Let me tell you something, sister. The next 3 years is going to be your learning years of your life. I've been seeing this for you. The next 3 years going to be learning years. Because you see, it's something here that you haven't learned from your past life. So you keep bringing it into your next life. The Lord wants you to stop doing that. Stop being so forgiving, understanding. Because at the end of the day, whenever you forgive the people who don't care about you the way that they say that they care about you, you hurt the people that depend on you. That's your children. The next 3 years, remember what I'm saying. You're going to come back and you're going to tell me, Stassi, you was right. When you're going to meet that 3rd year, you're going to be so fed up. You're going to say everything. I see you moving away. And I see you doing really well when you make this move. Now, you're going to start off doing good. Hey, love. If you get lazy, you get distracted, you know how you braid something and you're not back braiding and all the hair come undone? All of it's going to come undone. Remember what I told you. You're going to do good. But if you get lazy or you get sidetracked, you know how you're braiding hair and your front braid, and you don't braid it under to braid it tight, the hair come all undone, it's going to all unravel. So you're going to have to push yourself. You may have to motivate yourself every morning. Something that you're going to want, you may have to, at the end of this year, create you a vision board. And as you start to complete the task on your vision board, cross it out. Cross it out, Jane. I see you doing good. But first you have to get away from the distraction. The distraction. That's what ruins things for you. And you know I'm not lying. Hey, Arlen. You be too distracted. You see that? That baby not getting on your nerves. You just need a break. You don't have a break, sister. That's why being a parent can be exhausting when you don't get a break. You need a break from your children so that you could be a better parent. Huh? Hold on, love. Hold on, sister. Now I got to say, oh, gosh, I got to hurry up and get off here. I got to go do Gigi hair. Miss Mine. Who he hurting? He not hurting nobody because he don't want to be a father to those kids. I'm going to tell you something from my son. My son is a grown man now. He told me something that happened to him, well, how he felt about a situation whenever he was like 8. He was like, Mom, I watched Papa pull up to Nanny Vet house for Christmas, and he hopped out with all type of gifts for them. And we lived across the street. And he looked over at our house and he never came to our house to give us no Christmas gifts. The crazy part about that was I didn't even know my child remembered that. And I didn't even know that that bothered him because he never made it known to me that that bothered him. You see how those kids hold a lot of things in? On the truth, the air cut on. He ain't never told me he was bothered by that, y'all. Ever. Now he's a grown man. He makes his own choices. And he chooses not to involve them in his life because he feels like they didn't do anything for him. He feels like they had plenty of opportunity. We were struggling at one time, mama. They didn't care if we ate. Like, they didn't care. So now that we grown, don't call my phone. What you want? Why are you calling my phone? And that boy will tell you where to go. He don't care, bless his heart. I said, be respectful, don't cuss. But he said, yeah. And that's how I feel. Because they didn't care about us back then. So don't care about us right now. Honey, those kids remember things that us adults wouldn't want them to remember, but they're kids, and kids absorb things like a sponge. So believe me when I tell you, I tell my story and I don't lie about it. I tell the truth because nobody gonna be able to call me on nothing. I never had no help with my children. Their grandparents, their daddy side, they were never active in my children's life. So I didn't have that big that help, that hand that was always there. Like I had my mama and I had my sister, those two people, and myself. So when people have multiple, hands like in the family that'll help with their kids, sister, you are blessed. I had to spend my last putting Gigi through daycare so that I can go to work. And the crazy part about it was I wasn't making nothing but $9 an hour, and I'm spending everything I got. My rent is $850, and I'm making $9 an hour, and daycare is $500. Do the math. I'm barely surviving. So believe me when I tell you, I am humbled. The Lord done dealt with me. I don't want nothing that nobody else got over there at their house. Because I know behind all the nice things, there's somebody that's sitting on their bed crying because they don't know how they going to pay their bills. Or they over there in their kitchen crying because they ain't got enough food to stretch to feed everybody. Baby, I don't want nobody problem. I done went through mine. I'm good. I'm at peace where I'm at. And that's why I teach to focus on yourself, love, because you don't know what people going through behind closed doors or what they've been through that molded them into who they are today. The woman that I am today, my shit together. Like, my kids are grown now. I have businesses. I didn't have that before. People around the world know who I am and genuinely love me. That's a blessing. For all the people that did not show love to me or was ugly to me or tried to put me through trouble and harm and put me in harm's way, for every bad person that did something to me, God blessed me with a good person. So I'm thankful. I ain't ever lacking nothing. Ever. And that brings a lot of envy to me because my platform is not as big as multiple people. But when I tell you I got people that ride for me and are my whole right arm, they're my whole right arm, and I met them through YouTube. I probably got one of the strongest, hardest hitting soul tribes on YouTube. And that's a fact. Sister, listen, them babies gonna love you. No, no, no. Don't be sorry for me, love. The Lord then pulled me out of that. Pulled me out of that situation. I learned the power of prayer. So I pray now. I pray a lot. I give thanks. And even when things is not what I hope them to be, I still give thanks. I'm still thankful, because thank you, Father, is not what it could be. I'm thankful for where I am now, because where I was at one point in time, I was so stressed out it didn't make sense. I used to be stressed, girl. You know you're stressed out whenever you're in a bad relationship with someone, and you're in a bad relationship with that person, and on top of the bad relationship, they not helping you financially, so you doing everything on your own. To the stress would take over to where I would be so sick I would be falling out, throwing up at work, so I can't catch my second wind. Like you ever seen someone project and throw up? Like I couldn't. Yeah, stress. So believe you me when I tell you stress kills people. Let it go. Don't let that shit block your heart chakra. It's always mind over matter. Don't mind, cause them people don't matter. Like they don't do nothing for you. They don't make you live. They don't put a dime in your pocket, and they don't put food on your table. So their opinions of you don't matter. Keep hustling. This right here, don't be afraid of this. You know you got two people over here after you. One might just be a hater. The other one is the accomplice to the hater, or somebody in your family. You know that. Could even be the ex-lover or the person that you don't want no more. You know that already. Do what you need to do to stay on top of this. Show me the death real quick. Oh, yes, sister. I promise you. I promise you. I'm thankful. So it hit different whenever people try to take something from me, because I ain't never tried to take shit from nobody. I ain't never stole nothing a day in my life. Believe that. I always went to work for everything I wanted. I hate asking people for stuff, so I'm always working, because I don't like asking people for nothing. I don't like that. I deserve to be in my position that I'm in because I don't take from people. And where I can help you, I'm going to help you, love. But help me help you. Because if I'm telling you something that's going to help you and I'm trying to help you, you got to do your work too. I can't do it all. I'm not in the house with you. I don't live with you. So you got to do your part to make this shit go easy. And I'm giving you the game. So there's no way that you can go wrong. It's just no way. One of these people here going to have an x-ray done. You won't know about it though. Because by the time, God forgive me, they meet their untimely demise, you're going to be so far ahead or so far gone. This here, you're going to be like, oh, okay. See? You're going to be too busy celebrating by the time they meet their demise. Something here ends, and then there's a new beginning. For those of you who still are trying to conceive a child, it's a child. For others of you, it could be a relationship. I really do feel like for some of you, it's a relationship. I feel like someone here tried to interfere with a relationship that you were meant to have with the person. They could be in some sort of legal trouble with the justice here to the strength. For the man, whenever you are placed under judgment, spiritual reprimandment, placed in confinement, the divine is trying to get your attention. You were out of alignment. And what better way to get your behind back in alignment is by sitting you down. You got all the time in the world to think. And you're going to think about where you went wrong. And you're going to make better choices. That's a spiritual hold that this person has on them. They could have been dealing with a Leo or a Scorpio. Could even be a Libra. Or they have those placements in their chart. If this is a person you experience life with, and it didn't get off the floor, it didn't get off the ground with you and them, I see you and them coming back around. But by the time things work out between you and them, one of y'all gonna have to hurt a person. One of y'all are going to have to make a decision to leave someone behind. Yeah. And whoever the person is that's being left behind, they're going to try to hold you back with the judicial system. If this is a person here that you have a child or children with, they're going to try to use the child or children to hold on to you because they're not going to want to let you go and end things and have this new beginning with this other person. See, again, you are the blessing for a lot of people in your life. The thing that I'm going to wag my finger at you about is how long you stay in places that you know you should have been checked out. You should have been checked out of this, my love, a long time ago. Because now you got somebody here comfortable. They're comfortable. So they feel as though like you're not going to go nowhere. If you haven't met this person yet, you're going to be so long suffering with them in the beginning to where so when this person comes back around, it's going to be hard for you to detach from this other one. Or this is them. Oh, yeah, sister, you should have been gone. But this new situation right here, look, you see that? It's going to be hard like hell for y'all to move forward. Even though you're going to try to move forward and have a new life, this person back here is not going to want you to do so. They're not. See? Because the Nine of Pentacles is someone who is stable on their own. But you're trying to move forward in a different direction. And they're going to try to keep you stuck. They're not going to want you to leave them behind. I think you're being dealt with spiritually because, you see, you carrying something from a past life into your present. And that's the reason why this little person over here is on your heels. That little karmic person over there. The person that you're likely dealing with or that you are going to come into contact with if you are single carries the same spirit of that Queen of Wands energy over there. Jezebel spirit. Yes, indeed. Let's get some for who this lady could look like. They attack you a lot in your 7th house. House of relationships and partnerships. Every time you get in a relationship, it either don't work out or you just start losing interest. They could be Scorpio. With the death card here. Pisces, 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. They may have a Sagittarius placement in their chart or a Leo placement in their chart. Yep. Yeah, buddy. The person here, that's the person that wants to come in and bring an offer to you. They see you as somebody that's worth investing with now, though. They see you as that now. They didn't see you as that before. Now, I know you're going to say, Stas, why are they coming out in this, the woman in your energy reading? Because that woman over there attacks your 7th house, love. Likely this is a male-centered woman. All right, there we go. Damn. This is a male-centered woman. So this is a woman here that does not feel confident with you around or knowing that you had some sort of dealing with the person that she's either in love with or the person that she is still dealing with. For some of you. So this person's goal is to either make you unstable or to cause problems for you in your 7th house. You see what I'm saying? to where so your relationships fail, all your relationships in the same. Mm-hmm. And that's why this person is coming out. Because this person over here is still going to be in your energetic field. Again, this is somebody that gets their cards read a lot. But they're reading their own energy, is what I'm trying to say. The reason I say that they're reading their own energy, let me explain. Because you see this Three of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Two of Wands, they feel as though their person is going to eventually go back towards the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's how they feel. But what they don't know is whoever the person is that's going towards you is a water sign. Lord have mercy. It'd be so exhausting trying to break this down, y'all. So they're reading it backwards. Do you see what I'm saying? How the energy is backwards? What they think is going to be you and their person is really a new person coming in your life. But there's too much in your energy. They're too invested in your energy. So do you see what I mean when I say the roles are reversed, or they are digging in the business and they really either reading their own business or their reader is reading it wrong? It's not that way. The person that's trying to come back towards you is the water sign. Now, technically, their intuition is not wrong. Their intuition not wrong, because somebody is definitely trying to go with their move and move forward, or going to try to go, forward in life. That's right. But it's not their person. Likely, by the time this person back here, this water energy, comes back around with their right senses, you're going to be then met someone who could be a fire sign that has the same placement as this person and moves in the same spirit as that person. And when I say move in the same spirit, hear me out. This feminine energy, this woman, does not want whoever this man is to walk away. This man is not going to want your behind to walk away to be with this other person who could be a water sign. And if you are the water sign, you're going to be connecting with someone who has fire in their chart. If you have fire in your chart, you're going to be the person that's connecting with the person who has water in their chart. Do you see what I'm saying, y'all? That's what I mean when I say that they are reading the energy wrong. So they're attacking you for nothing. They're really attacking you because somebody wants to be with you. And that's unjust. But it's because of what they're being told or what they may be reading whenever they read their cards. That's why it's not advised to keep hopping readers or keep reading in your energy. Pull back from doing that, for you drive yourself to psychosis before you start thinking it's something that it's really not. And you out here doing damage in people's lives and racking up all types of karma. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Those stomach issues ain't no joke, sister. Let's get some of these, what these people could look like. Long hair, but it fell in the reverse. Somebody might have long black hair or might like to wear their hair long and black. Plus size. Someone could be plus size. Straight hair. Someone could have blonde highlights. Fun colored hair. They may change their hair color. Right, sister. Man, you have to understand. Everybody know my energy. I don't be doing that. I be in my own lane, so I don't know why people be on that shit anyway. Confirmation, the air conditioner cut on. Someone could be skinny. freckles, but in the reverse. They may also be LGBTQ. So be mindful of that, okay? I feel like someone here, they don't let people know that. They're not open with it. There could be a person in your energy that has piercing, or this person could have piercing. They could see you as someone who is powerful, and someone has a mole in their face, and hair is wavy, or some sort of wavy hair. Don't get tired, sister. Stay in there. Keep your head in the game. It's going to get better. God, I can't take it. Oh, look, exaggerated features. There's a person that has exaggerated features. They may do like exotic makeup, like, make their face up real exotic. And elderly. There could be a person that's elderly. Free why? I love you too, but why you say that? And Hispanic and Latino, or Latino. So you could be a Hispanic or Latino, or you have that in your genes. Somebody in your family. And albino. So someone could be albino and blonde. They can have like blonde hair. That person could be in your energy, or it could be this person here. Oh, nice. Depression. You see? There could be a person here that fights depression, but they try to hide it. I said that though, because I could see somebody in their room like sad, or like sitting on their bed crying, like just feeling fed up. Just fed up. Whenever you start feeling like that, you need to drop down and pray, because you're falling into the spirit of depression, and that spirit right there is a bad spirit, because people who are depressed will unalive themselves, or they will start doing things to harm themselves. And if it gets to that point, love, you need to talk to someone, or you need to get some sort of help. And the crazy part about it is, some of these people be doing this spell work, and they don't know how it will affect people. They don't know what people have going on. So you have to be someone that's evil and wicked to try to just keep working a person down to where so the person fall into a depressed state. Destroyed, shattered, broken, effed up, total drama action, and toxic. At the bottom of the deck is divorce. I told you that, because I was channeling that lady, and that man, they was in the damn week ahead reading. They was in the weekend energy reading, and now they're over here in this reading. So someone could definitely be going through some sort of divorce. Beware of a fake apology. Somebody here wears a mask. They're still promiscuous. Who act like he bipolar? Yo, that damn TV scared the hell out of me. I ain't even gonna lie. Well, why the hell that TV came on? Let's use some of the sexual tarot, and then we're gonna close the reading down. Pray for me. I got hair to do. Man, I wasn't supposed to be on here this long. I like to use these cards because if someone is doing something spiritual, these cards here are going to tell it. The Eight of Chalices. So someone is walking away. Look, child, I told you, there go that competitive person. The Five of Wands. And you see, I can't show you this card because these people are getting it on the ground. But whoever the competitive person is, that's that little person over here in the reverse. This person is watching. They could be watching to see if someone walked away, to see if some sort of confusion has transpired in your life, because it damn sure manifests in theirs. And if it hasn't manifested in their life just yet, it will be manifesting in their life soon. So beware of them watching out for you. Look, girl, look here. Baby. One thing for sure and two things for certain. You know I ain't gonna tell no lie. That's the Queen of Wands, child. And look, them rings right there. This person is trying to hold on to whoever this energy is. Someone could have heavy, they could be heavy topped. Now, right now, love, you see this here? There's a relationship between you and a person. There's this one back here. Somebody gotta be dealing with somebody that's incarcerated, because girl, when I tell you that man, I got to get off of here. Because look, when it start getting to be tarot after dark, girl, I got to get off of here, honey. Do y'all know I am a married woman? I should not be in y'all bedroom. I do goddamn well. Because y'all not going, y'all is just not about to sit up here and play with me like I just don't see what I see. So let me show y'all. Bree, if you wouldn't wear no bra, I would tell you about yourself. Sister, no ma'am. Absolutely not. Go put one on. Hold on. No, 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 no. This person incarcerated. Now, I got to say this. You're going to have to make a very hard decision. Because the reason I say that they're incarcerated, because the Eight of Swords is here. But I knew that because the Justice card fell here with the Strength. So something is holding this person. And that is the judicial system holding them. Now, check this out. That's the Eight of Swords. But you see, damn, how can I hide this? You see, y'all could likely have been dealing with this person and they had that lustful spirit, because that's that old sex demon back there. They were lustful. So they didn't give an offer to you. They gave an offer to someone who was more sexual, who was into the things that they were into. That's what got them in this position over here, pleasuring themselves. You can't get none if you're locked up. So you ain't got no choice but to use your hand. And this person is someone that does that. Once they finish doing what they do, that's when they go to sleep. They could be very muscular at the top. Very muscular at the top. But you have a spiritual contract with this person. Girl, I got to get on up out of here, girl. Listen to me. Woo, this one here getting sticky. But you have a person here that go that King of Wands. You have this person here that is into you as you are into them. You have a choice in between two, but one of these people you have a spiritual contract with. And the way that the divine is going to break this up is by a baby. The baby is going to seal the deal. Yes, ma'am. Because look, whoever this person is back here, they crazy. That's that Emperor person. I cannot show y'all these. These some nasty cards, by the way. Look, you see how he pointing to the heart chakra? He already has a blocked heart chakra. The heart chakra blocked. You see, that's you hitting off with this King of Wands person. That Emperor is wild, crazy and wild. You see, they're going to want this tower to fall so that you can lay something to rest. Because what they're not going to be expecting is you hooking up with somebody else behind their back while they're in this situation. They're going to think that you're being faithful to them. But you see, someone here is juggling. Girl, look at here. What what y'all got going on? Like, what it is y'all got going on? You see? And this is how the Wheel of Fortune, something here changes. I do feel as though this person had a choice in between three women that they were dealing with. So the reason why you are going to play house with this other person is because you don't feel like this person, this Emperor energy, is serious. So you're going to play house with this other one. But the Emperor person, their heart chakra is blocked, y'all. So they don't know how to express themselves. So likely they don't tell you how they feel and they don't show you. So they could be cold and distant, just cold, distant, it is what it is. That's how they move because they feel like that's protecting them. But what they don't understand is what the heart wants. It's no fighting against that. You're not going to be able to. They don't understand that. And they got two little people here that's in their life or was in their life that knows of you. They think that you are attractive. Yeah, because one girl, I gotta get out of here. One of these women watch you, ma'am. They do. But I don't think you know that they watch you because they're not supposed to know that you're you not supposed to know them and they not supposed to know you. Because this person here, they will play little games. They had a lustful spirit. They operate in devil spirit, a sex demon type of spirit, Jezebel spirit, before they got in that situation. One of them, damn, let me show you. See, that's you up here. You see this one down here? This lady down here, she is burdened by something. So she's not paying you no mind. But look at this one. This one over here is paying you attention. That one paying you mind. They're not supposed to know about you, but they know about you some way, somehow. And they watch you. They feel as though you are some competition. They feel like this person would see you as the one that they would do life with. They have a little jealousy with them too. I feel like they wanted to be chosen by this person. But they so closed off in their heart chakra, it was even hard for that person to read them. And you just the type of person that's you're like, oh, well, look, if it don't work out over here, I got options. I could go do this or I could go do that. It ain't hard for me to pull nobody because I'm attractive. And that's exactly how this other person came in the picture. But just keep in mind now, you got this one back here that is worried about what you got going on because they think that you still want somebody that you have detached from. You ain't even on that. You on something totally different. But they think that you're still on that. And that's the reason why they're still in your energy, love. The other person back here, I just get them being a hater. That's all. I just get them back here being a hater. They might have collaborated or started trying to like talk to this person about you, but yeah, that's all about that's it with them. But this one back here, yeah, that one gonna go with they move with the spell work. They will, because they're gonna try to hold on to what they have with this person. They're not gonna want you to come in and try to steal it away. Y'all, I got to get off of here because I'm getting sexual energy. And look here, I don't like to get no sexual energy whenever I'm reading cards, honey. That's too much. That's too far for me. I got to go. I send y'all my love. Thank you for joining the live. I hope that this live helped you. Please be encouraged. Don't listen, mind over matter, okay? Don't mind because people don't matter. Do always keep yourself protected. Always stay grounded. Always know that they're there, but don't pay them no mind. Don't pay them no attention. If they can sway you, They have control over you. Don't give them that. Don't. You got some stuff to do. And you got some decisions that you're going to have to make in the near future. You're going to have to. I kind of like the emperor. They like to please themselves, but I like them. And let me tell you why I like them, because they're a provider. You welcome, love. I like them because they're a provider. The other person, they may be into you, but maybe they have something that impairs them, whether it's smoking, alcoholism, some sort of drug, opioid. They have something that impairs them, and it keeps them from being their best at everything. It just holds them back. It restricts them. And I feel like if you were to move forward with them, yes, they would love you. Yes, they would probably, you know, kiss the ground you walk on, but you need someone who can sustain you. You need someone who, if you are a woman, you need someone who can put you in your soft girl element. You don't need someone who's going to keep you masculine all the time, because the person who is in the feminine energy, who is the man, they going to feel like they could just kick their feet back because you so damn masculine, you could do it, you got it. And no, it's time for you to relax. Right, right, Jane. Tame me. Put me in my place. You need someone that can put you in your place. And I feel like the emperor's gonna put you in, the emperor gonna put you in your place, and you're going to submit to that person. You're gonna be in your soft girl era because they gonna want to do stuff for you and take care of you. But I don't think that you're gonna think that they're serious. They're serious this time because remember, they had to be set down. Oh. Well, he needed to walk away. Whenever this new person come in, if that's him that's trying to wiggle his narrow ass back, hell no. You ain't gonna want him because you ain't gonna need him. You might still love him, and you might not trust this other person who's pulling this emperor energy, but that person is the person that is going to take care of you. They're gonna want to boss you up. You might not me too. You might not trust them, y'all, because of what they did in the past, but remember, they were set down. Judgment was called on them. So when you spend all that time in solitude and you in that little cell, you by yourself, you have all the time in the world to think. And I feel like this person had a lot of time to think. And they're gonna come back a better version of themselves. But they crazy. They got a mean streak with them. So they could be just whatever it is you doing, don't get caught. Please don't get caught, because it's like they're not gonna have no type of understanding, and maybe that's the reason why they try to show no emotion, because they don't want people to look at them as somebody who is weak behind a woman. You know what I mean? Because you know how people talk about a man who fall in love with a woman and start investing with a woman, they call him weak and they call him all kind of names. Maybe this person don't want people to look at them as a weak spirit, so they try to control their emotions. But what they really have is a blocked heart chakra. Right. See? Yeah, I get that with that person, because it's like if they catch you having, sex, they are going to flip out. You hear me? Hey, my love. So don't give it to them, okay? Like don't cause them to flip out, because it's like you gonna see a side of them, and then they ain't gonna trust you no more. It's okay for them to do, but it's not okay for you to do. So if you do something that hurts them, they're gonna cut you off immediately. If they find out that you dealing with this other person, they're gonna cut you off. And this is the person that spirit has you with a contract with, a spiritual contract. That's why the relationship with them is so hard, or was so hard. All right, y'all, I gotta go. You're welcome, love. Keep your head up. Y'all take care. I will see you guys on the other side.